Dili lang na mag-mighty. Kailangan mag-mighty.
Can we all please stand and pray? In the Father, Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Lord, we thank you for giving us this gathering, notwithstanding in a short notice. This is a very important gathering that will bring about the truth. And you are the truth, and the truth will set us all free. And with all barangay captains who are around, also Lord, bring them, they go home with the Holy Spirit, so that they can keep their body and soul and spirit intact. Oneness, still having their faith in you and their responsibility to serve their constituency, including media who are around, so that they will be out expressing your gospel of truth in this very bright Sunday. This we ask through Christ our Lord. Amen. Father, Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Morning. I already have made a very clear statement. I think you have read it at Facebook. Did you?
Yes.
And obviously bringing my view that my family, my supporters, my barangay captains, they all are here, mostly are very much saddened about what was being uttered, which in my own view is very much untrue. But I wish, I don't know if the President was conclusive or there was such thing as side comments as to having been identified with also a gentleman in uniform, Bong Santander, being labeled as drug protector, which I jokingly, from being addict, I have now been promoted to protector. What is also consoling that I have not become a pusher and a drug lord. So it has always been my continuous view, together with my team, the Vice Mayor now, Acting Mayor Edgar Labella, that we are very much supportive to the relentless drive of our President against drugs. And of course, we've always maintained to be law-abiding citizen and very much resolved in standing by the rule of law. So I wish wherever they ask me to be at, I am very much eager, knowing where to go, to clear the air of doubts, to clear whatever doubts, to clear whatever accusation being leveled to me, so that justice and truth will prevail. Because we know very well God is what we have invoked in our priestcon, and He is the truth. And when we fight for the truth will set us and set me free. So God bless Cebu, God bless Cebu City, and God bless the Philippines.
Mayor, those who are named are given 24 hours to report to their respective editors.
I was listening I do not know whether it was addressed, including the protectors as being alleged, or it was good for the men in uniform. Because as of now, I'm asking my son, Mikel, and even guided by my Vice Mayor now, Acting Mayor Edgar Labella, who is here, as to what's next. But what is next in my schedule is actually to continue with my very important activity today, which I have been invited at Seaside with the Oasis of Love. That's why I thank God that while this thing was coming out, there's also another spiritual that has been a part of what I ought to do today. So, of course, I would like to emphasize very well that the President did not make any conclusion. He might be wrong and he might be mistaken. And I thank the President for making that statement. I shared because I have known some mayors who are incumbent, but I do not know how they've been put in the picture. But I can only speak for myself, being referred as ex or former. So it was not an easy thing for us to receive it. But somehow, as a leader, what should I do? Run away when it's not true? But as a leader of Team Rama, and I'm happy with the captains in the barangays who are all here. Can you raise your hands, please? They're all here. And can you be at the back so that you will be seen? Because I need them, and please at the back. Don't be worried about your face. You're not being labeled as protector anyway. And the Vice Mayor, please. In fact, the Vice Mayor just came from his exercise. Now the Acting Mayor. And then Councilor, where are the other councilors who are here? Ladies and gentlemen, maybe you want to ask other matters in relation to this.
Mayor, wala plano maging atubang sa Presidente, Mayor?
You know very well, I've been wanting to see the President long time ago pa. I've been trying to connect. Bongo was being aware. Michael Dino, likewise, being aware. Because we have already decided, all of us, including the barangays, or majority of them, that we will be joining the PDP Laban. That was already our covenant. But first, we need to see the President. But what I have been met is this saddening pronouncement.
Sir, una mo reaction Mayor Rama pagkaibaw ni mo lisod kasi pagkaibaw ni mo naka-monitor ba ka sa pamahayag kanina sa Presidente?
I was having a very sound sleep. And then a door was being knocked. And obviously, people and friends and families followed. And as I said, it's already in my statement. It's saddening.
Mayor, as a lawyer, what if mo take a legal action considering that he named you without laying down the evidences?
I don't have to think about it now because having to file a case and then being supported to the drive, I mean, it does not make any sense at all at this point. My wish and my prayer, together with the party, that this matter should first be settled. And I would wish also furthermore that having had all those names being enumerated, that me being a part, I'm taking this as a challenge. Legalities is not what is the priority for me now. What is the priority is don't hurt further my family.
Do you have any idea why your name came up on the list?
You want to know? I mean, you've been already following what has been going on. Even before, I was already being implicated with by playing basketball. You remember that? I was just playing basketball with a person called Tata Negro. And Tata Negro was about to reveal, just like Jaguar. But what happened to both of them? They're all dead. Now, I do not have to add more because there were uniformed men that has been also uprooted and even assigned to Timbuktu. And how could I be a protector when the past years that I have been the mayor, 2 of my regional directors were removed. 4 of my chief of police were removed. So, how can I be protecting, if ever there is such a word as protector, when I do not have much control on the police? So, that leave further discussion.
How will you clear your name, Mayor?
How will I clear my name, my heart, and my mind? Of course, it's very clear. Precisely directing to the church. Because if they want to see me, or I want to see them, there are things that I would like to ask. Because if you're a protector, who am I protecting?
So do you feel this is politically motivated, especially that?
You know, it's been already too much of being persecuted politically. So I cannot anymore discount that this is again part of my buhing kalbaryo.
Mayor, wala ba ka mabalak ka sa imong seguridad considering nga gitag ka as protector?
You know, I can go out without any security. I can drive alone. I just need your prayer. Why will I have to be watching? That only will bring that I am afraid. Second, why will I be into protecting? That will only bring people to be suspecting that indeed I may have some worries. I don't have any qualms. The vice mayor, the mayor at Aping knows me too well. I've been 24 years in public service. Never my cup of tea is promoting drugs. I have been, as mayor, been directing Edgar as PICAC chairman. Gar, look for the head of the drug lords, run after illegal gambling, and more particular, there was a point when I said, look for Jaguar. So, if you want me to walk alone and take a taxi or jeep, I don't mind. When I entered politics, that's part of it. That's the hazard. Now, if they want to kill me, I'm a gunner. Who is going to kill me? So that's my point. I have offered myself very clearly. This is the house that taught me all values. Public service above self. That's why the coverage now will cover all. My members used to be with the Philippine Councilors League all over the country. My members, the vice mayors all over the country, and my colleagues in the Mayor's League. I don't know if they overheard that I have become an addict, but I am not. It was your interview the last time I had that you made your description. I do not want to enumerate. Second, the more I cannot be a pusher, the worse I cannot be a drug protector. And it becomes dismally unimaginable if I will become a drug lord. And I want to serve to the best of my abilities, so help me God. With the 10 Commandments, Salus Populi is Suprema Lex. book populi or books day, the voice of the people is the voice of God. And the golden rule, do not do unto others which do not want others to do unto you. Anything more?
Mayor, sibaw kayo ang sa nakalabay mga adlaw sir ba nga ang pangalan ni Mayor Smenia mo'y naa sa lista. In fact, si Mayor Smenia yang po siya nga base naa siya sa lista gito. Kaya karon pagawas ang imo mga mo noy
Nindot siya nga input John kay mismo gali sa resulta sa eleksyon. Mura man ang akong boto na padung niya, ang iyang boto na padung nako. Ang kang Edgar siguradong iya yun na. Mapita na ako election protest because that election protest will unravel, uncover the shenanigans that has been committed during that time. Because all indications, we all ought, especially mga konsyel taugta. So, nindot na imong gisulti. Basig na pariha. I wish it's not switching.
Mayor, how do you differentiate the situation this time that the President named you as compared to the time when it was only Mayor Tomas Osmeña who accused you of being a drug protector?
At first, it was localized. Now, it is nationalized. Then third, it becomes internationalized. So the coverage is so wide. But I'm now being heard, and this is very good. This is going to be a medium that will guide all, that will bring you some lessons. And I wish how I'm handling this will also provide you some guidance. Because if I'm going to ask you the same question, kaganda ba kayo mo, laylayan niya yung tubag. You just imagine I was born with my parents, nurtured and watched over, grew up with values, clearly with direction, then decided to be where I am, following the footsteps not of an addict, but of a statesman, Don Vicente Rama. And eventually, I ended up a lawyer with a desire to be an officer in the administration of justice. Then came offering myself in 1992 as what? A public servant. And public service above self. That has been our dictum as president of the Philippine Councilors League. And then expanded as president of the Vice Beers League. And then some of you, many of you, voted for me with Edgar in 2013. Now elected twice as mayor and won. But you know what I said? I have a protest. And I ended up being a drug protector. That's why I thank my parents. I thank my brothers. I thank my mayor and the rest who believe in me, including George Chang, who's with me as my informal chief of staff. So, my dear friends, with Joy and the rest and all of us, you can just imagine, put yourself here. What will you be feeling?
Your mayor is also another mayors have surrendered na kang President Rodrigo Duterte sa atong balik.
When you talk about surrender, you have committed. But if you're being invited and you get yourself to be there to talk with him, why will there be surrender? Surrender will only mean you have committed. But if you're mentioned and there is no conclusion and there is even possibility it's a mistake, I will offer myself to visit whatever offices, including the president. I am always at his beck and call.
Do you have any plan, Mayor, when?
After this, I'll go to seaside. Then I'm asking my staff, my son, and even the vice mayor, if it takes me to see whoever I'm going to see. I do not have a helicopter because I am not a drug dealer. I do not have a jet plane. So I will just have to buy a ticket in an ordinary accommodation. I just want to know where. I do not know really actually now because I was following with the statement. I think the 24 hours was it to the protectors, and even the protectors, I do not know if there was a statement kung conclusive ba or baka revalidated pa. Okay?
24 years of public service, is this what you consider the biggest blow, negative feeling?
I'm not saying, when you say blow, as if you have committed something. Only a challenge and part of the struggle. And, I've always had a lot of struggles. Maybe God will always be there because there is a big mission ahead. Maybe I have to be a part of this so that the whole world will hear me and the whole nation will hear me and the whole members of Duterte's administration will likewise hear me, and most especially the President, because I think the President knows our family. He may have been just into these documents. That's why I ask and I request, I want to see the document so that I can answer. Am I correct, Philip Sapra, the
Yes,
head
Mayor.
of the ABC?
Yeah.
Because I owe it to them. I owe it to the Filipino people and to the Cebuanos.
Do you think, Mayor, the President was just ill-advised, Mayor,
About what?
about this whole thing?
I'm not there
You being
to...
a drug protector,
He will...
he was just ill-advised.
I do not want to make any conclusion because he is the President. He is presumed to do what he ought to know. And he is presumed to have exercised a duty. That presumption is regularity. I do not want to cast any doubt at all.
Mayor, do you think the President is wrong including you as being a drug protector?
As that again?
Do you think the President is wrong including you being wrong?
If you're asking me, I can never be a drug protector. So, wrongly, if ever I'm there, it's not the President who made a mistake. The one who placed it there.
What is your message to the President?
I love him. Because he loved the country, I love him. But of course, we need to love. And with that love, we should also be loving all, regardless who.
Mayor, as previous mayor sa city, napay intelligence, nakabuti mo nga, napay mga dako na mga drug lords there sa Cebu. And given a chance ng Casorias President,
I'm a lawyer. I was not being a part of an agency that will bring me to be getting all of this, because that belongs to an agency and these are all classified matters that even mayor may have access at all. Kita ka ang mga gipangita, that's all about. Now, if you're talking about insinuation, as a lawyer, you should not also insinuate. Kaya na may presumption gudong. No, there's always such a thing as before you condemn, you must hear. And before you conclude, you must give them a chance also to present themselves. That is always very much enshrined in the Constitution. Lisod kayo, mingunta, pataka lang tagsulti niya, what basis. Right now, I don't have any document that I will tell Mr. Tampulano is drug lord, Mr. Tampulana is drug lord. Wala ko na. Kilahi man ang sit at matukaron. Philippine National Police belong to the national. Inig about dito sa mayor at that time, maglalis pa. Huwag mo kabantayan na. Maglalis pa. I have to insist that we have the so-called operation, supervision, and control. And in between, there is a gray area. So as of now, I cannot be talking about specific name. I might name Tampulana or Tampulano, na he will end up like me.
Sir, napila pa nga ni Colonel Bong Santander, sir.
That's why I felt, I felt relieved because Bong has been a charter week, awardee. Number two, from my point of view of knowing Bong, nanay amahan na igsuon nga pulisan. I don't know kung naabay ginganlan og uncalled for behavior ni Bong, so masa ko magsunod-sunod ni Bong. But in my own personal knowledge and having in contact with Bong all the time, I remembered he's doing fine. Right now, why was he being promoted if he is deserving of being where he is right now? Mabitaw na nga ganahan kumutan-aw sa maning dokumento ha? Basi kaning dokumento ha? Dokumento ni sa panahon nila ni? Yes, you said it. Panahon sa mga tao suraw ni? That's it. Because if I recall, makita bitaw doon ninyo panahon na sa mga drama ato, Romana is a drug protector. That's why he has to be released. Buenape has to be transferred so that the people can come in. Kappa has to be brought so that the people can come in. And then Betincela has to be removed so that the people can come in. So who is handling the peace and order? Directly. Ikuha mo, it's DILG, the Office of the President, and whoever are very much liberal in personality at that time. Next.
What have you done, Mayor, in your 6 years, 6 years nga as a mayor? What have you done to curb illegal drugs?
You better ask Edgar and you better ask Joy because there are records. They were there already. Joy from 1998 to 2000. Yeah, Edgar until today. Talking about, wow, when we give all this sakyanan, etc., 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 they have mandates, a peacock, they run after the. And then there was such a time when I became the acting mayor, we arrested the number one wanted. So, it would not be fair also that during that time we did not think. Okay? What else?
Mayor, personally, do you know Mayor Espinosa of Alvera?
I just know him when I was asked with Vice Mayor Ongab, and then I was being directed from the National Hierarchy that there is going to be a candidate who will carry UNA. So, I just raise your right hand and repeat after me. Plain and simple. So, what will that be a connection with? When you probably want to ask, have I been there in that place? No. Next.
Tungod daw ko no, Mayor, ang friendship ninyo ni Salvera Mayors.
Friendship?
Kay mo
we embrace each other?
Kinakuan ko tong drug lord nga naa sa hipodromo, Mayor.
I have no, sa tinuuray, I didn't even know, nobody told me that that fellow is so therefore, why should it be connected to me? It's the most unfair when I only, just like anyone, mabitan na nga luoy ka ng uban, nagpakudak ni na police, then they will end up the police. Kuha mo, pasabot na ko. But, accusation should be with connection. Accusation should be with basis. There's no basis at all.
Mayor, klaro na lang dismaya kita sa pag-appeal sa ngalan ng Sir Bong.
Why, dili mo dispanado? Isa Cebuano. A Cebuano being involved, a man with an award, I think he should also be interviewed. Wata ka siguro, gahilak to si Bong. May mangko, anad mangko aning tanog mga taong gahilak. Next.
Did we hear from Vice Mayor and maybe Presidente sa ABC, sir?
How to Vice Mayor? Not an acting mayor.
Acting Mayor.
Kasi mo take any Vice?
Well, of course, I'm deeply saddened to know Mayor Rama I've known him and his family to be God-fearing, God-loving, and law-abiding citizens. So I am deeply saddened. But anyway, as what the President said, that he just read the list given to him and he's going to validate it. And in fact, if I'm not mistaken, although I have not heard the President, there was like a mention in a statement when he said, I could be wrong. So that this just given to him, it was a list just given to him. And that list could come from anyone or anybody else. And I think the mayor should see the President. The mayor, I think, because the President said it was just a list given to him and I could be wrong. But if you ask me on a personal note, I've known Mayor Mike Rama to be a law-abiding citizen, a God-fearing person, just like his family. So I am deeply saddened. I am shocked. I could not believe it.
Yes, we share the same sentiment with the acting mayor. Kami mismo, we're shocked and we're saddened about all of this. And I know Mayor for so long a time. I've been working with him as his chief of staff. And this is too much. No? We don't believe this. The mayor is very good. And as vice mayors have said, he's God-fearing. He knows what he's doing, and we know, that's why we are here, all of us here. We came here all the way to express our support to our mayor because we know fully too well na what yun siya involvement aning illegal drugs. So, we will continue to support the campaign of the President on the fight against illegal drugs. In fact, as ABC President, we have a series of command conference with the station commanders and in fact with the regional director of the PNP. Nothing in our conversation nga nigawas gani ang ni Mayor Mike Rama. In fact, bitaw na nga siya ni encourage gyud namo nga mo come out in the open kay klaro naman na define naman para namo na define na ang parameters kung si kinsay among duulan kay kaniadto magpanaganami kung kinsa pulis among duulan karon with the serious declaration or campaign sa presidente kaya tan-aw na mo klaro kada kaayo ang direction sunod tuo mi nga panahon na ron nga musuporta ta kay klaro na ang kapulisan. So that's why nangayo gyud mi sa blessing ni Mayor Mike Rama iya migi tagaan gyud sa tanang blessing kay kung drug protector pa or involved pa si Mayor Mike Rama ana di siya tugot namo ani nga dapita. So kami usbon ako we believe in Mayor Mike. Dako among salig ni Mayor Mike kung malampasan na rin atong tanan kay kining tanan nga naabot sa presidente para namo dili gyud tinuod.
Sir, considering ba nga kaduol ng barangay elections, di ba kani makaapekto sa atong pag-elect or sa atong mga kaumas ni Rama sa?
Ultimately, gamito ni nila. But our conscience is clear, as I've said. Serbisyo na ning amuha. O niya, kung maumagay ni ilang buhaton, then we leave it to the people to decide. Kay mismo ang mga tao sa among kabarangayan, di ba, kung sikin sami, kung sami. No? So, tanan among itugyan sa katawan, itugyan na mo sa kita sa
Mayor Rama, si Mayor Smedya sir, ingon nga kung doon ako ni Dudaan Drug Lord, ikaw na sir, kaysa unom ka to, ikaw may mayor sir, dili mo siya?
Di na nato ng punan istorya kay sa unong katuig, magkulabi po ni Sulti kanina, pila ka buong chief of police, kipangkuha nila, o pila ka buong regional director na ipapahawa. So, muna yung maka-istikar nga, ang mga tao, with respect to peace and order, hasta mga polis naglibog. So, ilang tami istorya nga. Okay. Muna iyang direkta, di na ito wagtango ng istorya. Okay. Ang topic is, am I a drug protector?
Mayor, how serious drug problem sa Cebu?
It's serious as everywhere. You can see how many thousands all over. As the President was saying, how many drug dependents? Millions? Have you not been covering it? And it's all over. So Cebu City is not being spared. It's all over.
Mayor, may I be allowed to say something in connection with the fight against illegal drugs, being the chairman previously of PICA? That there is even statistics that during the year 2014, statistics will show that in the fight against illegal drugs through bypass operations, what the city accomplished in 6 months would be comparable to the 3 years that they only accomplished during their time. And that statistics would show that what we accomplished in the 6 months in the 2014 is comparable to the 3 years that they had in the previous years.
Nang iyang pasabot, bisag na ay mga intervention na ninguha jud ang pulis, bisag naglibog usay ang pulis sa sigig usab-usab o chief of police. And still, with our tandem, Edgar as the chairman sa PICAC and me as the mayor, we have accomplished much.
And the fight in the bypass operations.
In the bypass operation.
Mayor, if they file cases against you, if they find probable cause and file case against you,
I don't even have to say that thing. That there will be probable. Perhaps I will be the one to be filing cases whoever have made all these things in the public. Because I want to see first, question lagi, if I am being referred as drug protector, who is that drug lord? Yes. Because when you are a drug protector, that means you are agreeing on who is the drug lord. Number 2, who are these? Manay mga ginganlan, no? Drug protector mga ka, na jugagi tutehan nga drug lord. Next.
Naglaro na to sir. Team Rama sir matay aming mga allegations against boy at Team Rama.
Mga bitang nata din yun, sa imos, St. Peter. We are still all alive and being alive and see all of you. Naman ay in English, the wicked flee but the innocent is as bold as a lion. That's the reason why I'm here. And at the same time, sapag ko nagatubang ninyo, naligo ko, nagpahumot. So that, inikita niyo na ako, I am very much ready and very much unafraid of any accusation.
Mikil ko may patunon si mo Papa sir, possible mga legal malakad sir si
For now, ato na tanawon unsay dagan importante kay makibawtag more information because all the information that we have was based on katong magkita kita sa actual video sa transcript sa video kung sa giingon. So kana better if our party will be able to confront those documents, make basis for that list, and of course kanang unsay basis ana na list. So first we have to have more information on that.
mo final message Mayor.
Insights from Cebuanan.
Sige mo sir.
Final message. Let the truth speak. And the truth can only be there in the surface if we all believe in God. And that's why God be thy glory and us, and especially me, because I'm always a believer. Klaro man ako pagtuo sa Ginoo. Ang uban mangutana na galaga sa Ginoo ng sitwasyon nato. So, ampo gyapon, ampo. Kay kining ampo amay kumo. Kung ato ning inisugon sa tabadong. Muna palihog mga katawhan, atong iampo ang atong nasod. Atong iampo ang atong syudad. Tabaw pagyod atong iampo ang atong presidente. Unya kining mga uban nga nangaabot taon sa ilang mga ngan. Bandya ko amigo. Imagine, mayor sa Iloilo. Dungan miyana, konsihal, di si mayor, si Jed Mabilog. I do not know sa gipil sa na niya, pero iya man na napita diha. But I share with them, and I share, including the uniform men, ilang mga pamilya. ilang mga kaila. Una mga katawhan, tabangi mig ampo, tabangi kong ampo, nga body and soul intact. Tabangi ampo among Team Rama. Kay kining Team Rama, wa may laing tumong ni, mura gyud ang pagserbisyo kutob sa among mahimo sa kaayuhan sa atong katawhan. Maayong udto kaninyong tanan. God bless. Rama. Hi, sir. Yes. Okay, thank you guys, thank you kayo. Awan ninyo sa 924 number na nakita niya.
Mga pagsuway.
Ma-proven yun na ma-clear ang pangan legally, pero kung saan mo ingon na may damage that has been done, and what is the basis of that damage? Ano man, diba? For now, wala pa. Kung kami nakaibaw, most important for us is to be able to, of course, explain our side. We cannot explain our side without say accusation. I haven't even read the full transcript of the press conference of the President and say content sa iyang giingon. So wala pa kayo kaibaw kung say purpose sa pag-ingon niya sa list. Nakaibaw mo? Kung say giingon niya?
Pero yun na niya, pero wala akong pura malaka sa yung security. Nabasa niyo.
Ay, mo enter ginas mong una-una, pero saan na nimo? Diba? Ano mahadlok man ka? Muna ko ganin na. Nag-uul ko pagsugod. Paghuman nga nung hadlok man ko, nawa mamisa. Ang mamahan wa may isa, nga nung hadlok man ko. Ano na, magtago-tago ka. Dili ka mo padayon sa mong kinabuhi. Mura kag nakasa. No? Muna, this go on sa saan naman nga nimo? Diba? Ampo na lang yun.
Basta nga documents yung i-refer ganina.
Kato yung gibasa.
Sa mga iwan.
Takibaw, papel raman to. Pisa may gihimo ato.
How will you validate the...
That's why we have to make the request. Because we don't know if kinsay nagtuno na to, kinsay type ato, kung sige basihan pag type ato. Di ba?
Request to the office of the
Matake mo,
President.
ikapi-paste ato. Facebook, ikapi-paste ato. Okay ba?
After the request to the office of the President, it will be passed.
We will think of course, naman tayo mga connections dito sa President. We'll ask for ways. Pero better good if we can talk to the President himself.
Unsay barometro ninyo karon kanang sir nga labi na nga imong papa how it feels sa inyo mga anak?
Ako sakitan gyud ko. Sakitan gyud ko isip usa ka anak. Dengan kag nganlan ka og inana, di ba? So nagyo na siya effect. But conversely, gingon sa kamahan, no, the guilty flee but the innocent is as bold as a lion. So ako, wa sa ko'y kahadlukan, kay ngano, iba ko inosente ako kamahan. So muna, sakit, pero wa may mahadlok. So amo na lang i-take as a challenge, lahi na sad siyang trabaho, pero ato nang trabahon.
Mensahe ninyo sa mga murag nagpaluyo posible
Nagpaluyo sa
kaning pagngalan si mong papa is a protector.
ato na lang na silang ampuan. No na I learned na kaning panerbisyo, nanet saying na no good deed is left unpunished. No? So it's part of the hazards sa kana sa gisudlan na vocation sa kong amahan, and it's constant challenges for us in our family. So muna siya, we just take it as a challenge and we go day by day and say what remedies are presented to us, we'll take them.
Thank you, sir. Usually,
My view that my family, my supporters, my barangay captains, they all are here, mostly are very much saddened about what was being uttered, which in my own view is very much untrue. But I wish, I don't know if the President was conclusive or there was such thing as side comments as to having been identified with also a gentleman in uniform, Bong Santander, being labeled as drug protector, which I jokingly, from being addict, I have now been promoted to protector. What is also consoling that I have not become a pusher and a drug lord. So it has always been my continuous view, together with my team, Vice Mayor now, Acting Mayor Edgar Labella, that we are very much supportive to the relentless drive of our President against drugs. And, of course, we've always maintained to be law-abiding citizen and very much resolved in standing by the rule of law. So I wish wherever they ask me to be at, I am very much eager knowing where to go to clear the air of doubts, to clear whatever doubts, to clear whatever accusation being leveled to me, so that justice and truth will prevail. Because we know very well God is what we have invoked in our priestcon, and He is the truth. And when we fight for the truth will set us and set me free. So God bless Cebu, God bless Cebu City, and God bless the Philippines.
Mayor, those who are named are given 24 hours to report to their respective editors.
I was listening. I do not know whether it was addressed, including the protectors as being alleged, or it was good for the men in uniform. Because as of now, I'm asking my son Mikel, and even guided by my Vice Mayor now, Acting Mayor Edgar Labella, who is here, as to what's next. But what is next in my schedule is actually to continue with my very important activity today. And then councilor, where are the other councilors who are here? Ladies and gentlemen, maybe you want to ask other matters in relation to this.
Mayor, wala plano magiging sa presidente, Mayor?
You know very well, I've been wanting to see the president long time ago pa. I've been trying to connect. Bongo was being aware. Michael Dino, likewise, being aware. Because we have already decided, all of us, including the barangays, majority of them, that we will be joining the PDP Laban. That was already our covenant. But first, we need to see the president. But what I have been met is this saddening pronouncement.
Sir, sa una mo reaction, Mayor Rama, pagkaibaw ni mo, Sir, kasi pagkaibaw ni mo, nakamonitor ba ka sa pamahayag ganina sa presidente?
I was having a very sound sleep. Very sound sleep. And then a door was being knocked. And obviously, people and friends and families followed. And as I said, it's already in my statement. It's a saddening.
Mayor, as a lawyer, what if ano mo take a legal action considering that he named you without laying down the evidences?
I don't have to think about it now, because having to file a case and then being supported, I have been invited at Seaside with the Oasis of Love. That's why I thank God that while this thing was coming out, there's also another spiritual that has been a part of what I ought to do today. So, of course, I would like to emphasize very well that the president did not make any conclusion. He might be wrong and he might be mistaken. And I thank the president for making that statement. I shared because I have known some mayors who are incumbent, but I do not know how they've been put in the picture. But I can only speak for myself, being referred as ex or former. So it was not an easy thing for us to receive it. But somehow, as a leader, what should I do? Run away when it's not true? But as a leader of Team Rama, and I'm happy with the captains in the barangays who are all here. Can you raise your hands, please? They're all here. And can you be at the back so that you will be seen? Because I need them, and please at the back. Don't be worried about your face. You're not being labeled as protector anyway. And the Vice Mayor, please. In fact, the Vice Mayor just came from his exercise. Now the Acting Mayor. Can we all please stand and pray? In the Father, Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Lord, we thank you for giving us this gathering, notwithstanding in a short notice. This is a very important gathering that will bring about the truth. And you are the truth, and the truth will set us all free. And with all barangay captains who are around, Also, Lord, bring them, they go home with the Holy Spirit, so that they can keep their body and soul and spirit intact. Oneness, still having their faith in you and their responsibility to serve their constituency, including media who are around, so that they will be out expressing your gospel of truth in this very bright Sunday. This we ask through Christ our Lord. Amen. Father, Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Morning. I already have made a very clear statement. I think you have read it at Facebook. Did you?
Yes.
And obviously bringing